What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is WeirderFYE, but that's WeirderFYE Entertainment. And welcome back to another indie video game review. Today we're going to be looking at Dark Hill Museum of Death. Now, if you're really big into death and torture and stuff like that, I mean, not like actually torturing people, but the whole theistic and all that sort of crazy like study of past and how we develop and all that sorts of weird, crazy stuff. I mean, this is just straight up about death, you guys. So what this is I'm going to basically be doing another indie game review where I will play the game first and then we'll come back later on in the video and do a review on it. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, use WASD and D to keys. Oh, WAS and D. Use your mouse to look around. Alright, so we've got chains. Alright, so this is the old chopping block. What is the old chopping block? So the executioner's block. Decapitation has been used as a cheap and effective method of execution for hundreds of years. In Great Britain, beheading was considered a more honorable death than alternatives such as hanging. Because of this, beheading has largely reserved for those of noble birth and convicted of treason. Alright, as you can see, it is a big old block with your cutout right here and a big old hatchet that will just nub you at the head. So yeah. So what we're gonna do here is the guillotine. The guillotine is best known for its use during the French Revolution. Thousands were guillotined in France between 1793 and 1793 and 1794, a period known as the Reign of Terror. Executions by guillotine were popular entertainment and attracted great crowds of spectators. Well, I'd hate to tell you this, but this actually did continue to happen in France until the 1900s. Closer than what you would realize. So what it is basically you've got a large blade hanging by a rope, and it's connected right there by this contraption that holds the blade. Now this is a track system on both sides, and usually what would happen is that they would pull it all the way up and let it go down. Now the centrifugal force and weight of this blade would cause the head to cut clean off. Well, hopefully that they kept it sharp. And if they didn't, usually a lot of people did survive. Well, not for very long at least. But it's still the fact that some people legitimately have survived the guillotine. And they were, funny fact, let go and usually revered as witches. Crazy, crazy, huh? Alright, the electric chair. The electric chair. Developed during the 1880s, the electric chair was introduced as a more humane alternative to electrocution by hanging. Some nicknames given to the electric chair include Old Sparky, Old Smoky, and the gruesome Geerty. Okay, well, the electric chair. Well, what can we say about the electric chair? Usually not in your most local of prisons, shall we say. That one this is more like you go up north. To the really bad ones, like federal prison and stuff like that. I mean, even in the South, I mean, they still perform electrocutions. Alright, so whoop, whoop, and whoop. I did not try that. Okay, I got one ball. Alright, so that's a door. Alright, the firing squad. Oh, and that's the gallows. So let's go ahead and do the firing squad first. Execution by firing squad was a method of capital punishment employed by military courts during the times of war, particularly for crimes of desertion, espionage, and mutiny. Before firearms, bows or crossbows were used to perform a similar type of execution. Funny thing is that in the Middle East, this form of execution is still put in play. Funny thing is, too, they just do this in the middle of the street, in front of a lot of other people. The funny thing also is that hanging is also a great execution that they just seem to love to use in other countries as well. There's like third world countries where they're a little bit underdeveloped from like the US, a lot of major ones where it's really hardcore. Like, you just get, like, fucking banged, literally, like, in the streets just for being a Jew, in a way. So, The Hanged Mary. The Half-Hanged Mary is a poem of Arthur Margaret Underwood. It tells the story of Mary Webster, a resident of Hadley, Massachusetts during the late 1600s. Accused of witchcraft, Mary was hanged from a tree by residents of the town. After hanging all night, she was cut down, still alive, and lived for another 14 years. At the end of my rope, I testify to silence. Don't say I'm not grateful. Most will have only one death. I have two. Wow, she was badass. Motherfucker. Oh, look at that. There's also the cage. What the cage is a metal bird cage designed for a large male body to basically squat down into. And then they were locked into it and left for days, months, even years sometimes, basically to just like sit there and like figure out, like, see what they did wrong. So let's go ahead and do this. Doop. Hopefully I don't screw it up, cause I'm good at that. Yep, I did it. Let's try that one. Okay. Wait. Oh, I'm gonna land up on 2 again. Oh, I'm not very good at this. King Louis, which is 10 VI. Shoo. The execution of Louis, the whatever he is. The 16th. Former French King Louis the 13th was imprisoned in 1791 following the attempt to flee an ongoing French Revolution. He was beheaded on March 22nd, January 1793, bringing an end to a more than 1,000 years of continuous French monarchy. So, 1793. Let's see if that is our magic number. 93. Yeah, okay, that was the right number. Magic number on the wall. That is a... Okay, so now we're in the Mayan section. And the music definitely changes. Shoot. Alright, so I'm bollocks terrible at these. Oh, wait, I did it! Yes! I did it! Ha-ha! And it set off the guillotine. Big boy brains right up here. Alright, so let's take a step back into the Mayan room here. Alright, the big stone slab, the sacrificial stone. This round carved stone would be used as a surface to perform sacrifices on. The hole in the center allows the stone to function as a calice, a vessel used to hold human hearts extracted in sacrificial ceremonies. Oh boy. Ooh, knives. Stone knives. Okay. Tecpati. The Aztec culture, a tepatl, or tepatal, I don't know how you say that, was a flint or obsidian knife with a double-edged blade. The tecpatl knife was traditionally used for human sacrifice, but it also was a short-ranged weapon of jaguar warriors. Okay, the technology is traditionally used for human sacrifice, but it also was a short-range weapon of jaguar warriors. Yep, I just read that. Although it may have been only limited to use on the battlefield, its sharp edges would have made it an effective sidearm. Yeah, it definitely would. So, it's a rack of heads. Rack-a-da-dack. Okay, so this is like, oh shoot. So, where am I taking you to? Oh, okay, I get what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to kinda get you to all 4 Mayan temples here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, Harry. Alright, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it. This is actually the easiest of all of them. Look at that. Skills to pay the bills. Alright, so this is the Aztecan civilization, actually. The Tenochtitlan was the capital of the Aztec Empire in the 15th century. The Templo Mayor, or the main temple, was the city's largest construction, a pyramid-style building topped with 2 shrines honoring the gods Tlaloc and Huitzilopochtli. Oh god, I am butchering those like nobody's business. Sacrifices were carried out at the temple to feed and honor the gods. In a typical sacrifice, the victim's heart would be removed and their corpses would be flung down the steps of the pyramid. Jeez, that's brutal. Just like straight throw your ass down. Alright, so let's look at some pictures here. Oh, that is, yeah. They split this guy, tossed him, got his heart. Everyone's like, yeah, brah. This is just like a Sunday morning spectacle. This guy's really happy. Like, he's just straight tugging this guy. He's like, yes, I'm taking you. This is like a gremlin or something? I don't know. Human sacrifice in the Aztec culture. The Aztec believed that the heart, Tona, was both the seat of the individual and the fragment of the sun's heat, the stele. Heart extraction was viewed as a means of liberating the stele and reuniting it with the sun. The victim's transformed heart is shown here with the flying up towards the sun on a trail of blood. Oh, okay, so is that what it is? Well, so what's that? Is that like Cthulhu? Or like flying spaghetti monster? I don't know. Birdman. Huitzilopochtli. The Aztec religion, I'm not going to repeat that one again, is a deity of war, sun, and human sacrifice. As a solar god, the Aztec people believed blank, or I will just call him Hippopotapalopolis, is to be in a constant struggle with darkness to ensure the sun would survive. Aztecs believed that they would give strength to Hippopotapalopolis with human blood and therefore postpone the end of the world. Whoa. Well, okay, dude, you got like a 5 o'clock shadow wearing like a bird, like Toucan Slam, and jamming out in like some Native American attire with some jingles. So that's a great description for that. Okay. Oh. Taking this guy up with like a pine cone and a butter knife. What are you eating? Like a juicy hamburger on a stick, or is it a bone? Not entirely sure, but it just kind of looks like it. And that's a pile of like, it's like a snake hat, and then some crazy dragon. Sacrificing the Codex Tudela. The Codex Tudela is a 16th century pictorial account of life in the Aztec Empire. This extract shows the removal of a sacrificed victim's heart and the steps of a temple bloodied by the bodies of the sacrificed. So are you saying that this guy right here is the temple? I mean, dude, this dude is like taking it like a champ. Like, Jesus Christ, man. These guys were brutal. And then you gotta be like fucking stone cold to just like, I don't know. Just, my brain can't even fathom, because, you know, apparently you had to just inaugurate yourself to basically do this. Alright, so Tezopantli, the skull rack, was used by several Mesoamerican civilizations for the public display of human skulls. Skulls would typically be those of war captives or other sacrificial victims. An example of Tezopantli is depicted here alongside the Aztec temple dedicated to the deity Hippopotapalopolis. So we've got the shaking like 11 herbs and spices rack here, surrounded by green and gold snaps and the steps up into Birdman and Hippopolopolis's like pad. So let's just get out of here. Alright, so we're back into here. Now we gotta do this. Oh, we gotta match all the... Oh, that's right. Shoot. We gotta match the colors up. So let's try this. Okay, those two... These all match now. I think we found the magic number before we got too far. Yeah, we definitely found... We found the combination. And it takes us right into a crypt. Ooh, super spooky, guys. Haha. Right into basically Nolans. And vampires. Alright, so caskets. Caskets and mausoleums. And yeah, it's definitely a graveyard in the forest somewhere. Okay, coffins and caskets. Coffins and caskets were differentiated by their own distinct designs. Coffins were wide, where the occupant's shoulders would be, tapering off at the ends down near the feet. Caskets, which are largely replaced by coffins, are rectangular and typically more ornate, often with customized colors and motifs. Okay, so this is, what did we say this was again? This is the coffin, where it is wider at the shoulder and the head is up here, and then this is where the feet would be. You would see this more lines of in old Western films. It was built more back in the day. Now this is a casket. Rectangular in shape and of normal size. It is ornate, different colors, usually in metal or wood. Usually it's metal, and when you are buried, you're putting into this with basically a bed liner, and you're just sealed up like tight. Mausoleums. Oh, headstones. Okay. Alright, so there's one item right here. Okay. Oh, poo-poo. Okay, so cremation, practiced throughout the world. Since ancient times, cremation is burning of human or animal remains until only bone remains. In modern cremation, bone fragments are ground into a fine powder which resembles ash from a fire. The ashes are often kept by family members. Okay, so cremation. Usually, if you want to go a cheaper route, you will go with cremation. What you can usually do is get yourself a cardboard liner, and if you want to have a viewing beforehand, they will put you in this liner, and then they'll put you into like a casket. You can also purchase a wooden casket to be burned in or cremated as well. But if you are extremely if you can't afford it, or you would like for your loved ones to not have to be burdened with the fact of having to bury you, which is extremely expensive, what it is that they leave you in whatever vessel that you're going to be burned in of, and you are slid into the specialty type of furnace all the way into the back, and you're burned for about, it depends. It can take anywhere from like 1 to 2 hours to burn the body itself, along with the casket or liner, cardboard, whatever it is. So if you get a wooden casket, it's going to be that they are going to have it's a possibility it's going to have all the metal items still inside of it, but those can burn as well. Your body, the casket, and the metal pieces are burned down. A lot of the times the bone fragments are basically in chunks at this point. No human flesh left whatsoever, because the cremation process goes upwards of like 2,000 degrees plus. It's super hot, just so that way they can burn off everything. Usually they'll sift out the metal pieces with like a magnet, and then like grind up your bone fragments into what is considered as your ashes, and then placed into a urn, and then present it to the family. Funny thing is that a lot of funeral parlors do have their own crematoriums, and if they are a reputable place, they will allow your family members, or if you're another family member that you have and you're worried that you're not gonna, that basically you're afraid that they're going to get the ashes mixed up, what you can request to do is view the whole process of cremation, so that way you are 100% certain you're getting your relatives, or your relatives are getting your body. So, alright, let's try this. Alright, see, there you go. And the body's burned down to ashes. So, oh, bollocks. What goes where? There we go. Alright. Now we're in the Day of the Dead. Ooh, welcome to Mexico, everybody. Oh, this is the end. So we're getting very close to the end. So, De la Muerte, Day of the Dead. Usually you fear not of the death, you embrace death, and you celebrate their lives, and do not be sad if they're passing, because one day your body will end as well. So don't be sad that you're gonna die one day, guys. Fear not death, but think of it as a passing onto a higher plane. I personally don't believe that my body is going to like a heaven or a hell. I so heartily believe that our body, yes, we have a soul, which controls our body and our actions and our mind. And then when we die, our soul is released into the cosmos of this mortal plane as well. And then, you know how we have ghosts and stuff like that that just interacts with people, messes with them in a way. People, they just want to have fun. Ghosts just want to have fun. But yeah, I mean, yes, there's a possibility of there could be reincarnation. Think of it this way, because there's like reports of like people coming back as like children, and these children just, they know stuff of like back when they were somebody else. It's very hard to explain, and you can't just like go about and just say no, like it never happened. So anyways, let's go right into this. Dia de Muertos. Dia de Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a Mexican holiday where the family and friends remember and pray for those who have died. Traditional items used to honor the dead include private altars, or ofrendas, decorative calaveras, Aztec marigolds, and their favorite foods and beverages of the departed. Okay, so well, guys, if I die, you're gonna have to put out like, diet soda and what else do I like? Diet soda and French fries. Okay, and maybe pizza. That'd be boss. Just like, I'm gonna straight haunt you if you don't leave that stuff out for me on Day of the Dead. And it's gotta be diet soda. Like, I don't give a shit if it's like Diet Mountain Dew, Diet Cola, whatever. I just love diet soda. And I love French fries, and I love pizza. So you know. Oh, and I love candy. So you guys know now what I like. And Day of the Dead, that's what you're gonna have to do for me. So, oh my god. I'm just like pre-shadowing out like me haunting all of your asses. Halloween, or All Hallows Eve, is a celebration held on October 31st, the eve of the Western Christian fest All Hallows Day, believed to have roots in the Asian choleric harvest festivals. More modern Halloween traditions include trick-or-treating costumes and carving pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns. What other people also like to do is go to haunted attractions, as pretty much everywhere across the entire world. You know, just basically you're going in, get scared, have a good laugh, you know. It's like basically just going straight into one of your favorite freaking horror movies. Except you don't die from it. So anyways, Oh, what's this say? The afterlife. In the afterlife. You're in for a serious time? Speculation about the afterlife, about life after death, has existed since the dawn of civilization. Is there an afterlife? What is it like? Will my pets be there? Thanks to the discovery of this gateway, you are just 4 crystals away from finding out for yourself. I can't say that I am, because we don't know. We don't know what happens. We don't say whether or not you're going to heaven or hell. We don't know. Like, straight up. We never know until it happens. The Hungry Ghost Festival. The Hungry Ghost Festival is held in the Asian countries during the 7th month of the Chinese calendar. During this month, the gates of hell are opened and ghosts are free to roam the earth. They seek food and entertainment. Activities include food offerings, burning incense, and burning paper replicas of clothing, money, and other goods for the visiting spirits. Why the hell do they need money? Like, straight up, like, these ghosts and demons that are coming through the portal, like, they're not here to, like, eat and, like, drink sake and, like, straight up, like, have a great old lovely time. Alright? Like, just look at this. Boom! She's scary. Holy shit, she is scary. The Grudge is definitely a real, what do they call it? A urban legend? There's so many different urban legends across the entire globe of the dead, okay, and spirits. Oh boy, so that was scary. Right into the afterlife. Okay. The recently deceased. Where's my handbook then? I'm dead. I mean, I could still touch myself. So, lost limbs will be restored on a case-by-case basis. Original limbs not guaranteed. Smoke if you want to. Can't hurt you. That's true. This kind of reminds me of like Beetlejuice in a way. Like, look at the floor. It's black and white. Alright. Ask us about haunting permits. Spy on your friends. Play pranks. Get revenge. Traumatize a child. Those are eyeballs. I just like, woo. Doors? I guess I'm not oh, not your time? Oh, wait. It's 1, 3, 2, 3. Hey, we did it. Hello? Oh, we're outside. I guess it's time to go, guys. So, bye. That has been Dark Hill Museum of Death. This was created by Dan Rusco. Dan Rusco, I love this game. It is very informative. I urge all of you to play this game, give it a try, and basically educate yourself. Educate yourself with death and know what it is. Don't be afraid to learn about death. Learn everything that you physically can about your past, so that way you will learn to make a difference in the future. Now, what to say about this game? I can't say that this game has any real major issues with the game. There's no glitches. Yes, it's a little short, but that's okay. He doesn't touch on all the aspects of death. I wish maybe there at the end I could have probably have gotten a little bit more out of the afterlife portion, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe you could have like made like a party scene or something. That would have been cool. Maybe even seen other people or fake ghosts in general in that place. No scares, just cutesy, funny little things like that. But all in all, guys, this is definitely a play. So remember, guys, I'll leave a link in the description below so that way you can try this game out for yourself. And as always, if you're an indie game developer and you would like for me to try your game, remember you can always comment down below. You can tweet to me and direct message me on Twitter. You can also email me at WeirderFYE, WeirderFYE at gmail.com. And as always, guys, stay weird, my friends. We'll see you in the next episode. See you then.